All right. What's up, everybody? Hey, so is your BJJ school under $15,000 a month in revenue? So what I want to do is I actually want to walk through in this video today. I'm going to break down the ceiling, right? So what is the ceiling? How are you there? Why are you there? And what we can do about the ceiling to get you past that $15,000 a month ceiling. So if you don't know, I'm Lance with Academy Kings, and we have been helping BJJ school owners grow their business since about 2018. We've helped hundreds of schools at this point. So what I want to do today is really just walk you through that ceiling and why you would be stuck at that 15,000 or probably way less than that. So we're a coaching group. We're built by school owners. I own multiple schools myself, for school owners. So we are consistently helping school owners grow using the systems and methods that I'm testing at my schools today. So again, if you're making less than 15,000 and you want to know why, typically what we see is people that are making less than 15,000 are usually under about 100 members, probably a little bit less than that, maybe 75 or 80 even. Probably also the owner is doing a lot of the stuff. There may be a couple employees or a couple of volunteers, but typically the owner is doing everything. They're the janitor, they're the instructor, they're the admin. They're basically doing everything inside of the academy at that point. You're probably working, 60 to 80 hours. Might not feel like it because you're like, oh, I just teach some classes. But when you go home, you're trying to pay the bills. You're trying to figure out how to get leads. You're doing cancellations. You're cleaning the gym. You're doing a lot of other things throughout the week that may not seem directly as like teaching classes, but you're probably doing a lot of other things. And typically that's what we see in these schools that are under that $15,000 a month kind of revenue ceiling. The problem is, even when you get home, you can't turn it off, right? You're wondering, hey, can I do this or do I need to do that? You're thinking, hey, am I going to make profit this month? Am I going to be able to pay the rent? Like there's lots of things come up when you're at these low revenue ceilings. So again, you are probably not making a lot of profit, or maybe you're paying yourself out of that profit. Like your check is kind of like whatever's left over after the month bills are paid, right? So a lot of people are making no money, or maybe they're making 3,000-ish a month is typically what we see in these areas when the school's under that $15,000 mark. So really what the biggest reason that you're stuck at this level is you need more members. Okay. So you don't have to worry about retention at these areas. You really don't have to worry about staff too much at these areas. Really, like all of that focus needs to be on how do I get more members, right? All of your effort, all of your energy, all of your resources, whether that be time, energy, money, any of those things are all should all be being allocated toward the idea of how do I get more members, right? If you can get more members, you're going to see these revenues grow. You're going to see more profit, everything that comes along with those new members. But you're also going to see some other problems down the road. And we'll kind of talk about those different levels. There's about 4 levels to owning a gym. At each one of these levels, really, you're going to have kind of some different things and problems and issues that are going to come up. But really, when you're under that $10,000, $15,000 range, it's really all of the effort needs to be focused on how do I get new members in the door? We've got to solve the growth problem first. You really just need more leads and more people coming in the door. That way you can get that money kind of coming in. So you can't do this without focusing on the ad side, right? So you can do this with ads. Even a little bit of brute force can kind of get you some of those leads. But free and organic traffic, a lot of times, whether it be, posting on social media, these things are good, but they typically take a very long time to actually get some results from. So free, organic, all that stuff is probably not going to do it for you. And that's probably how you got to where you are. But the problem is growing past that is where we're hitting that ceiling. So again, the free and organic is probably not going to do it. Hoping that people are going to come in is definitely not going to do it. So you're going to need to run ads, but you're also going to need to do it in a way that allow you to get the leads to show up. And we want those leads to be able to buy on day one. If we have a very long sales cycle, again, it's going to be very hard to grow this thing because we're going to run out of money before we collect the money from them to keep those ads kind of going. So we want to have a system or a process where we can run some ads. We're running those ads consistently. We're not turning them on and off. We're trying to run those ads consistently. We're trying to bump up that ad spend consistently so that we can get more and more and more leads in the door, get those leads to show up, have a nice sales process that follows that up where you can actually sell these people into a membership. You know, we do the $600 for 6 weeks as our first sale, and then we move them typically into a membership after that 6 weeks, usually some kind of 12-month, 18-month kind of result-oriented blue belt, gray belt program. And this is really the way that you can solve that lead problem that you're having. Have a good offer, run some paid ads, get people in the door. And once you do that, you're going to be able to move them through that sales process. So once you solve the lead problem, you are going to grow past this first level of being stuck under that $15,000 a month. And so this is what we do with our clients. And if you want to see how we actually help you set this up or walk you through this, the same way that we do with our clients inside of Academy Kings, whether it be our Pathfinder program or our Blueprint program, or even one of our higher end mastermind programs. But really, if you want that, in the description below, there's going to be a link. You can jump on a call with me. We can walk you through exactly how we will implement the growth system with you. But if you are under $15,000 a month and you are looking to grow, the main thing that you need to focus on is leads. Get leads, whether that be, the $100 a day or, the 100. So you're either spending $100 on ads or you're making 100 phone calls. Either one of these strategies, that's kind of the brute force. Like take every lead that you have and literally call every person you know, or every person that you have a name number for. That is the brute force. But the idea is all of your focus, all of your energy needs to be focused on the idea of leads and growth. And if you put all of that energy there, you will get past that $15,000 a month ceiling. And like I said, if you want help with this, in the description below, we have our calendar. You can jump on a call with me directly, and we can walk through how we can solve this for you. Or we have some resources down there where you can get our 5 frameworks or even jump into our group, all free. All right. Hope that helps. And let's bust through level 1 of ownership at that $15,000 or less kind of ceiling. All about leads, brute force, run some ads, get more people in the door. That's the only thing you need to be working on and worrying about as a school owner if you're under $15,000 a month.